Here we discuss about derivative of a position vector with respect to time for velocity and acceleration. To find derivative of a position vector with respect to time, particular point we discuss here, velocity. Now, for that velocity term, how the position vector changes with time t, that we discuss here. We consider a three-dimensional space along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, and in that space we choose a point P. Then its coordinates at that point is x, y, z at time t. Therefore, its component along x, y and z axis are ix, zy and kz. I unit along x-axis, j unit along y-axis and k unit along z-axis. These are the unit vectors along x, y, z axis. Therefore, if we join the point P with the O, we get the position vector R, and that vector is defined as Rx plus Jy plus Kz. And this is the equation number 1. As the position of the point P moves to P to P dash in time T dash, since initial time is T, as the particle displaces some distance at time T dash, we get the new point P dash, and that point P dash has the coordinate x dash, y dash, z dash at time T dash. Now we join the point P dash with this origin, we get the another new position vector, and that vector is vector R dash. Vector R dash is represented as vector OP dash equal to vector I x dash plus vector j y dash plus vector k z dash. Now with two terms we get, two vectors we write here, the position vector R at time t and another vector R dash at another time t dash. And therefore, as the particle displaces point P to P dash, the time changes, and the change in time is delta t is equal to t dash minus t, and its change in displacement delta r equal to OP dash minus OP, and this delta r, vector delta r, is given as OP dash minus OP. We substitute R and R dash from the equation 1 and 2 in this equation, and we rewrite the equation, substitute R and R dash, take the subtraction of these two one, and we rearrange all the terms. R dash is vector I x dash plus j y dash plus k z dash minus another bracket we write the OP, that is vector R, vector I x plus vector j y plus vector k z. Simplify the two brackets and take its subtraction. I term we take combine and take common vector I into bracket x dash minus x plus vector j y dash minus y plus k z dash minus z. Now, as like earlier, that is the position change from P to P dash, that is OP dash minus OP, we get the displacement delta R. In the same manner, if the position changes along the x-axis from x to x dash, we write here the difference x dash minus x, that is delta x. Similarly, y dash to y, delta y, and z dash to z is delta z. Therefore, vector delta r equal to I delta x plus j delta y plus k delta z, and that are the one of the vector delta r in terms of the unit vector I, j, k. As vector delta r is known, time change from p to p dash, that delta t, is also known, that is t dash minus t. Then it is possible to find what is the average velocity of the particle. That average velocity is given as average velocity of the particle delta v, vector delta v equal to vector delta r by delta t. Now we find the instantaneous velocity of the particle, and that is given by the limiting value of the average velocity in the time interval delta t as delta t approaches to 0. That equation we write here, the instantaneous velocity vector v equal to limit delta t tends to a 0 delta r by delta t equal to delta dr, vector dr by dt. And this is the one of the equation we get, vector v equal to vector dr by dt. Now what it represent? Velocity is a derivative of the position vector r with respect to parameter t. Now the next step is that we find what is the component of the velocity vector v and what is its magnitude. That is the equation A. We use this equation A to find its component, and that component we find as like, as the equation A is, we write as it is, vector v equal to vector dr by dt equal to, but the dr by dt equal to limiting delta t tends to a 0 delta r by delta t, but here r, vector r is ix plus jy plus kz. Therefore simplify this term and we rewrite limit delta t tends to a 0 d by dt of ix plus j delta by delta t of y plus k delta of delta t of z. Separate each term, take ijk outside. Vector I is equal to limit delta t tends to a 0 delta x by delta t plus j limit delta t tends to a 0 delta y by delta t plus k limit delta t tends to a 0 delta z by delta t. Now what this term again represent? As the term you know, we defined earlier, limit delta t tends to 0 delta r by delta t, that is equal to, write vector dr by dt. Similarly here we write vector dx by dt. We write here the similarly dy by dt, plus we write, instead of that term we write dz by dt, and we get the next equation. Simplify the vector v in terms of vector I dx by dt plus vector j dy by dt plus vector k dz by dt. This equation is as like vector v, vector I dx by dt plus vector j dy by dt plus vector k dz by dt. Here the dx by dt is x component velocity, dy by dt y component velocity, dz by dt z component velocity. Hence in terms of the velocity component, we get the equation vector v equal to ivx plus jvy plus kvz, and that equation we write here. vector v equal to I vx plus j vy plus k vz. If velocity is a vector and we express that vector in terms of the unit vector ijk, then its magnitude is, how we write the magnitude? Under square root of vx square plus vy square plus vz square. And this is the term. Magnitude of the vector v equal to vx square plus vy square plus vz square. Now the next term is that for rectilinear motion of the particle, the direction of v is same as the position vector r. But for rectilinear motion, the velocity v is continuously changes. And if it instantaneously changes, then we get another term, acceleration. Hence, we go to the next point about the acceleration. Here, we find the derivative of a position vector with respect to time, for which case acceleration. Hence, acceleration means what? It is the rate of change of velocity of the particle. If velocity of the particle changes by delta v during very small time interval delta t, then its average velocity is, average acceleration of the particle is, we write the average acceleration delta vector delta a equal to delta v by delta t, and this is the term we write directly here. Delta vector delta a equal to delta v by delta t. We have to substitute the vector v in terms of the unit vector ijk, hence delta of delta t into bracket ivx plus jvy plus k vz. Now we simplify this term. I take outside, take the derivative of vx with respect to time t, similarly vy, similarly vz, and we write the next equation I delta vx by delta t plus j delta vy by delta t plus k delta vz by delta t. Now then we find, now what is the instantaneous acceleration of the particle? The instantaneous acceleration of particle is given by the limiting value of average acceleration, limiting value of average acceleration as delta t tends towards 0. And this equation is, we write the instantaneous acceleration vector a equal to limit delta t tends towards 0, delta v by delta t equal to, we write delta v by delta t. Here the vector v is again I vx plus j vy plus k vz. Here the derivative is dab of dab at t of vx, vy and vz. Hence we write the same term as like earlier. Directly we put this value here, I delta vx by delta t plus j delta vy by delta t plus k delta vz by delta t. Now we write the each and every term separately. I take outside, limit delta t tends towards 0, delta vx by delta t plus j, limit delta t tends to 0, delta vy by delta t plus k into limit delta t tends to 0, delta vz by delta t. Now again use earlier definition. Limiting value delta t tends to 0, delta vx by delta t is dvx by dt. Similarly, this term is limit of this bracketed term is dvz dvy by dt plus third term dvz by dt. Hence, we rewrite the next equation directly. This is the term we write earlier. Vector A equal to I dvx by dt plus j dvy by dt plus k dvz by dt. Since we take the d by dt common and we again write in terms of vector form, I Vx plus j Vy plus k Vz. Now what is this I Vx plus j Vy plus k Vz? Again one vector. That vector is v, and therefore acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. We get vector A is equal to dv by dt, vector dv by dt. This is the acceleration. But that acceleration term we find in terms of its component, x component acceleration, that we write the Iax plus Jay plus Kaz. But how we write this equation? Now, see here, the first term represent dvx by dt. What is dvx by dt? This is the x component acceleration, Ax. dvy by dt, y component acceleration, rate of change of velocity along y-axis. Similarly, rate of change of velocity along z-axis is dvz by dt. Therefore, this is the az component. Hence, in terms of vector A and its component, we write vector A equal to vector Ix plus vector Jay plus vector Kaz. Therefore, we find its magnitude. Magnitude is ax square plus ay square under root ax square ay plus ay square plus az square, and that is the this magnitude we write. Magnitude of vector A is ax square plus ay square plus az square. Now in vector form and its magnitude is known. These are the A component of the vector A along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, and its magnitude is known. The next term is that now what is the derivative of a position vector with respect to time for an acceleration term? For that purpose, we use the next term, and that term is velocity components Vx, Vy, Vz. Now we define in the different manner. Vx, velocity, is the displacement per unit time. Therefore, how we write the displacement per unit time? Vx is equal to drx by dt. Similarly, Vy, dry by dt plus Vz, drz by dt. We substitute that term in the equation number earlier 2, and we find vector A equal to I d by dt of Vx. Here Vx we term replacing here drx by dt plus j dvy by dt, but dvy Vy is which one? dry by dt plus k dvz by dt. What is Vz? drz by dt. Therefore, we substitute this term and we write the equation in that form. Vector A equal to vector I d by dt of drx by dt plus j d by dt of dry by dt plus k d by dt of drz by dt. Now, therefore, that equation becomes d2r x by dt square, d square rx by dt square plus j d square ry by dt square plus k d square rz by dt square, and therefore this equation is vector A is equal to I d square rx by dt square plus j d square ry by dt square plus k d square rz by dt square. Now, if we again take the common d square by dt square, now what is the term remaining inside the bracket? Here is d square by dt square, d square by dt square, take common. I rx plus j ry plus k rz. That term is here. Therefore, what is the bracketed term? That bracketed term becomes equal to position vector r. Hence, acceleration equal to vector A is equal to d square r by dt square. What it represent? That equation B represent the acceleration. Vector A is a second order derivative, since it is a d square by dt square, this is the second order. If we write d by dt, this is first order for velocity term, but here acceleration, it is a second order derivative of position vector r with respect to parameter t. Hence, that is the term we discuss here in terms of the vector form. What is the derivative of the position vector with respect to time for velocity, and what is the derivative of the position vector with respect to time for acceleration. Both the term we discuss here. Thank you.